being here.
He is out cold. And Stan Lane, what? Bobby, look inside the racket. Let's get a shot of the racket. Dangerously had that racket loaded. He's got a horseshoe in there and a chain. It's full of chain and metal and a horseshoe. He just knocked Cornette unconscious. Here come the Dynamic Dudes.
Well, he had a lot of metal wrapped up in there. He had it wrapped up with tape, and you really couldn't see it. But you know, it had to be something the way Cornette went down after being hit with it.
Dangerously showing more courage than we have ever seen coming to the ring. First of all, no courage whatsoever, and hitting Jim Cornette in the back of the head. Referee Tommy Young has called for the bell. It's somewhat chaotic here and in a disarray. We apologize for that.
Well, I think he's telling the Midnight Express, hey, we're sorry. What happened to Cornette is he's being carried out the arena and away from the ring, but the bell is rung. We got to get on with the match is what he's saying here.
Young is right. They've got to get the matches on. We're coming to you live, fans. Here at the Clash of Champions 7, Guts and Glory, the Dynamic Dudes and the MPs. Escort, carry, I guess is a better word.
Carrying.
Jim Cornette back to the locker room area to get medical attention.
Well, he's going feet first, and you got to think now that the Midnight Express are going to be at a great disadvantage with Cornette not in their corner.
Well, Cornette devises their strategy. He watches all the videotape. Cornette, one of the great observers of wrestling. I can tell you that right now, no matter where it may be nationwide.
This is a bad break. It's an omen, I think, for the Midnight Express right here. A bad break happened to him.
Well, we'll see how the Midnight Express will function without their leader. Be like the 82nd Airborne without their leader, Lieutenant General Steiner. Nice move there by Stan Lane. Scoop slam on Michael Hayes. This event, arm drag takeover for the World Tag Team Championship. Winner take all. One fall to a finish.
Started out fast and furious. It should be a classic matchup when you got competitors in there that are like these and they can all four wrestle and get it on. And that's what's going to happen right now.
Tag made. Bobby Eaton's a legal man. Nice drop toe hold. Elbow to the back of the head. Wait a minute. Lateral press. Leg grapevine. 1-2. Almost made short work of Jimmy Garvin.
Get him out of my face.
Hey.
Nice double team move there.
Hey, what was that? They got till double team and they had till 20. Got till 4.
Double team now by the Midnight Express and Jim.
Hey.
Lateral press, Bob. Count of 2.
Shut your mouth! I'm ready to show you!
Well, Garvin and Hayes telling these enlisted people to shut up. And they're not following the orders. They don't have any stripes on their shoulders. No scars on their shoulders.
Boy, the crowd, they love it. I think they're very definitely now behind the Midnight Express, and the attack on Jim Cornette may have brought that about, really, Jim.
Midnight Express faring very well without their leader.
Well, they're both such great athletes, and they've been many a tough battle, and they will know what it's all about in that square.
Boy, this is electrifying here in Fort Bragg. It is jam-packed. It is hot. This is the National Wrestling Alliance, brought to you tonight by World Championship Wrestling. Garvin, in the meantime, bearing the knee twice to the midsection. A beautiful Bobby Eaton, the Huntsville, Alabama native. I'm sure concerned in the back of his mind about his manager, Jim Cornette. But he has to put front of mind awareness on winning the World Tag Team Championship. This is for all the marbles.
They're all riding right on this match, and there goes Eaton. Boy, he hit that guardrail, that fence around the ring, and he hit it head on at full speed.
Hayes with a vicious right hand. The Freebirds had those leather studs on their hands. I should say Freebirds meaning Freebirds, Hayes, and Garvin. I hope Jim Cornette gets better before Friday night, July 23rd, when we debut the NWA Power Hour on Superstation TBS. Stan Lane over to help his fallen partner. In this one fall to a finish battle for the World Tag Team Championship. Still to come, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's #1 contender slot versus the #10 contender, Terry Funk. Big elbow right in the face. That got him right in the nose.
I know a lot of the fans are hoping that the Dragon can quieten Terry Funk, get rid of Terry Funk for all. He really burst on the scene with that sneak attack on the world champion, and he just flew right into the top 10 rankings, Jim.
I think the world's champion was really humbled at the outpour of concern over his injury. He'll be making that announcement, oh God, on July 1st, but Eaton just went face first into the security railing. Bobby Eaton just was nailed face first into the security railing. Lane trying to savate kick Garvin away, but Bobby Eaton is in deep trouble here in this championship showdown.
Lane trying to protect him. That's twice now that Eaton has been into that iron fence, and he's caught it full force each time. Look here at Hayes.
Eaton fighting back. Whip to the corner where Garvin's knee met him.
Jim, you got to hand it to these two. Garvin and Hayes are working extremely well together. They know what it's all about, and they know how to team together.
Snapmare, Garvin taking Eaton over right into the reverse chin lock.
Now you wanted to walk down Bank Street, huh?
These military personnel cheer on Bobby Eaton. They are solidly behind the Midnight Express.
They're going wild. They're saying to Eaton, dig down and get it, and that's what Eaton did right there.
Hang made. Here comes Sweet Stan with a kick with the left foot to the ribs of Garvin. Sends Garvin for the ride. There's the Irish whip. Lane went in, missed the elbow. Garvin too quick on that maneuver. Now it's the Freebirds with the advantage once again. Michael Hayes backing Lane into the rope, sends him for the ride. Lane though, with a DDT. He DDT'd Hayes. What a reversal. What a twist of fate here. But Hayes quickly makes the tag.
You would expect that from Hayes, but not from Lane. He really turned the tables on Hayes. Look at Eaton now.
Bobby Eaton in there. Fighting for his team. He's Lane drop kicks Hayes out. The Midnight Express may be on the glory trail here. Guts and glory is what it's going to take. Hayes crawls back into the ring. Sends for the ride. Hayes is in dreamland. Big forearm. Hayes outside again.
There's Gordy up on the apron of the ring now, Jim.
Gordy just on the apron. Not a disqualification. He didn't come in the ring and did not interfere. Garvin sent for the ride. No, he's bringing him down. Face first, that flapjack. Hayes calls back in the ring. Gordy perched on the outside, ready. Garvin may be a beaten man here, kicking out in desperation.
It looked like we were going to have new